Hello,
Hi Daisy, how are you?
I'm good.
That's good. How was your day today? How was your Wednesday?
Here.
Oh wait, the connection broke there a little bit. Can you say one more time?
I couldn't hear.
Oh, you also
Very.
couldn't hear. Okay, so in the beginning of Zoom, it takes a little bit of time to connect, but maybe it's connected now. Daisy, I received some photos from your mom, and it last week you said you will go to the house in the village side. So now I want you to explain to me. Can you share with me what is that part of?
Uh, this is the door when we go inside to our house, and my grandfather made.
Your grandfather made this. He built this wall. Is
Yes.
this going into the backyard?
Um, it's not a backyard, but like it's kind of.
Kind of like a backyard. How about this one?
This is the picture that was on the wall.
Who painted this?
I don't know.
Oh, maybe
There was
maybe
a name, but I couldn't remember.
so maybe it was previous owners.
Yes,
It
yes, maybe.
it wasn't your grandfather.
Maybe, but
You didn't ask him? You said, "Granddad, did you paint this?"
it is not my granddad. It is my mom's, mom's mom.
Your mom's
My
mom's mom. Your
grand,
great grandmother.
yes,
Okay. And I see there's lots of paintings here on the walls.
yes.
Did you add some paintings to the walls?
No.
All right. So how was your weekend at your grandparents' place?
It was fun because I brought my drum pro, and my grandmother and her friend came, and my dad made like a chicken soup.
Okay, good. Uh, so you had some nice family time. Your dad made some chicken soup. Chicken soup is always delicious during winter time. I love chicken soup in winter time. Helps us if we are sick. It's nice and warm. Um, okay, so the chicken in the soup, was it torn chicken? Did your dad tear the chicken and throw it in the soup, or was it a big chicken piece and you
Yes.
take the chicken piece?
Like my dad put it in like,
In the broth, in the boiling water?
and it was not like torn, and it was like just whole chicken.
Whole chicken,
And
yeah. Because I remember at school, when we had lunch, sometimes they gave really delicious chicken soup. But the chicken soup
yes,
was torn. The chicken was torn. It was pieces of the chicken, not the whole chicken. What about today, Daisy? What did you have for lunch today?
we had uh mm, we had udon.
Udon is the noodle. It's the fat noodle, that big fat noodle. Yeah. That one is good. Right, Daisy, let's start today's class. Any questions? Anything you want to say before we start?
My mom sent you just now the chicken soup and a fish that we ate.
Oh, shall we have a look? Let's look at it together. Then you can tell me about it. Oh, and it's a video. Wait, but the fish looks like it's like a barbecue. It's on fire, on sticks.
Yes, we just ate. Yes, because it's not too big. So
Yeah, it's not too big. It's nice little bite size. So where is this from the weekend?
Yes.
So you did this outside your in the backyard?
Front yard, I guess.
In the front yard, Daisy? Why did you guys have it in the front yard? The front yard is where the street is. The street and then the front. And then it's your wall, the wall you showed, this wall. Isn't it?
It's backyard.
And
I
then
guess.
behind the wall is your yard, your backyard.
I thought the house was the
Okay, so
back.
there is the front yard and the backyard. Front yard is by the street where your gate and your wall your wall is separating the front and the back. Can
I
you-
thought the house was separate.
The wall is separate. Sometimes the house and the wall are together, but if they are not together, the wall will be in front, and then the wall is separating the front and the back. Okay, let's see what else did your mom send here. Oh, okay, it's the cooking. Grilling it.
Ye-
This is like roasted marshmallows,
Huh.
right? You put the marshmallow on the stick. But who was doing this? Your dad was cooking
My
this?
father.
Your father.
Yes.
But now this is a little bit different. This is the soup.
Yes.
This is reminding me of what's that Korean Daisy? What's that Korean food where you put the meat inside raw? You put it raw, thin meat. You put it in the soup.
Shabu shabu.
One more time.
Shabu shabu.
Shabu shabu. That's the one. This looks like shabu shabu because your dad is putting all the vegetables. All right, Daisy, do you eat shabu shabu?
I eat, but I don't like very much.
Oh.
I just like it.
That's why I love Korean food, is because there is a process of eating. There is a step by step, what to do, how to do. What can you tell me the steps to eat shabu shabu? What steps do you take? How do you eat it?
My father never made it, and I went to restaurant and ate. And I think in a big
Pot, pan.
yes, pot. They put the like many vegetables around the pot, and inside we put the like that meat, like water,
The water, yeah, the broth.
broth, and like we there's we like there's vegetables and meat around that pot, and like we put it all together, and we can like refill the vegetable, and maybe like we can get the noodles, and we can eat.
All right, good. Yeah, I remember that was the steps. First, you make the broth. You put the vegetables and you make a little bit of a soup. And when that's ready, then you can dip your meat and eat. Dip your meat and eat. You said you don't like it very much. Why?
I don't know, but
Okay, just no reason.
yeah.
If I asked you to choose samgyeopsal or shabu shabu,
삼겹살.
samgyeopsal. Daisy, I'm looking at the beach now. You know, at my window there is the beach outside. There is a huge sand castle. I want to show you. Maybe if you can see it. The man is working on a sand castle. Huge. It's bigger than him. But the water is coming in. The water is coming, and the water is right at the sandcastle. I don't know if you are going to be able to see this. Let's see. Can you see? Oh, how can we do this?
Uh,
Okay, there do you see this orange tape around that? That is the sandcastle.
oh,
Do you see there is a man working inside there?
yes, I can see somebody like
Yeah, that small
moving
black thing. That small black thing is the person. And where is the water, Daisy?
right in front.
Right by the sandcastle. So maybe if the water comes any further, it will destroy the sandcastle. What is this called when the water is moving forward and backward? Every day it's moving. What do we call that?
Wave?
So the waves are crashing. We see these waves, these white waves, but the water is moving. We call that the tide. Tide.
Tide.
Yeah.
It's like it's that sandcastle is it's like similar as Haeundae Beach in Busan.
Exactly.
They're very
I saw those.
Sandcastle.
Yes. When did you see Busan having huge sandcastles? I saw it in September, like 2 years ago, I think. When did you see it?
uh 1 or 2 years ago.
Yeah. But in Busan, it's very different because there are so many of them. It's really, and they are much bigger than this in Busan. All right, good. Daisy, we're starting with this first article. It's about a couple, a man and a woman, that quit their job. What does that mean, quit? Quit means to stop. Say, I don't like this job, I quit. That means I'm leaving, I go to another job. Or, Daisy, last week I was drinking so much coffee. So I decided, no, I need to quit coffee. I need to stop drinking coffee.
Oh,
Do you think I was
are you
able?
not drinking? Are you not drinking coffee now?
That was my plan, but it was not successful. I had to make another coffee, and so I failed. I failed at quitting coffee because I like it so much. Do you understand what does quit mean? Daisy, did you ever quit anything? Maybe juice, candy?
Uh, I quit to like I quit to like when I was younger, like when I'm like nervous or like anxious,
Nervous or
like
anxious?
I
Yeah.
like I bite my fingernails, so I quit to bite fingernails.
Very good. That's really cool. Daisy, can I ask you, how did you do that? How did you quit biting your fingernails? Did you
Because
keep your fingers in your pocket? Did you put some gloves? This is interesting. How did you stop biting your nails?
because my dad said if I bite my fingernail one more time, he will take out my fingernail.
Do you know what would be a good idea? Maybe put some chili powder on the fingernails. And then every time try to bite the nail, it's chilly. It's hurting. All right, good.
That's idea.
Okay, so you understand what does quit mean? They quit their jobs. Why? To
Travel.
travel. They did this for 4 years. They wanted to travel for 4 years, so they bought a van. Here is the van. You can see they are driving, they are traveling. And Daisy, here is the van. On the door, you can see some flags. Why do they have a collection of flags on the door?
Maybe it's like maybe it was their like they wanted to go to very many countries, so maybe.
So these are the countries they did visit, the countries they went to, already went to. So every time they went to another country, they put another flag. But if
Is
you
that Fuji in Japan?
very good, this is in Japan. Daisy, how did you know it's in Japan? Did you see this? Did you see this when you went there?
No, but like in like TV program, like some people went to Japan and there was the Fuji mountain.
But Daisy, didn't you go to Japan?
Yes, but I never went to there.
Ah, you never saw this Mount Fuji. Yeah, actually, when I was reading this, I didn't know where Mount Fuji was. I had to Google, and I found out it's in Japan. You already know it's in Japan. Daisy, here we have Instagram,
Oh. Facebook.
Twitter, yes, Facebook. What's next to Facebook?
Mm, mm,
It's a little difficult to see. It's very small. It's YouTube.
oh,
So, Daisy, what do we call all these things? Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube.
app.
They are apps, yes, but we call them social media.
Social media.
So they are using social media to show what they are doing in their travel. So they take photos, they take videos, and they put it on social media. And this is their new job, Daisy. Now they are making money from showing where they travel, how they travel, and they do this on social media. So let's read here. Can you read for me? English couple.
English couple quit their jobs to travel 4 years around the world in a van, becoming social media stars.
Okay, this is an interesting lifestyle. But as you can see, only 4 years. Why do you think only 4 years?
Mm,
Because the job gives you money.
Money.
Yes, money. And then when you travel, you are using the money, you are spending it. So they planned to have 4 years of spending money. But actually, it was a little bit longer because what did they become?
Social media stars.
All right. Daisy, any questions?
Mm, mm, what if the place like Jeju Island it's connected with that ocean, so
Yeah, good question. How?
drove the van, they never rode other things like ship and like airplane.
Well, they did. Daisy, remember you saw this one. You saw Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is Japan. Japan is a big island. So how can they get there with the van? They must use an aeroplane. Sometimes they can use a ferry boat. So
Yeah.
the van goes
But
on.
if they use airplane, how can they get their van?
So the van can travel inside the aeroplane. Yeah, there is special aeroplanes. Daisy, these aeroplanes are called cargo aeroplanes. They are not
Cargo.
they are not for passengers. There is only the pilots inside. There is no people. These cargo planes, they are transporting stuff, clothes, electronics, computers, things that people will buy. So let's put the seven.
The pilots say, for example, hey, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Captain Michael. Please fasten your belts.
No, they don't do that on the cargo plane because there is no passengers.
Maybe in animation.
Daisy, look at this. Look at this aeroplane. As you can see, there is only 1, 2, 3, 4 windows at the top there and no windows along the whole side. Why is there no windows, Daisy?
Because there's no passengers.
There's no passengers. It is a cargo aeroplane.
it is a cargo airplane. And is there no like stewardess?
Actually, maybe sometimes there is a stewardess because the stewardess will help the pilot, give food to the pilot, and give coffee to the pilot. So sometimes there is a stewardess.
I thought you would say give food to the that that
The passenger, but there's no passengers.
I mean the
pilot?
like clothes and I thought you was going to say like that.
Let's see if Korean Air have a cargo plane. Korean Air cargo plane. I think maybe they must have. Yeah, look, even Korean Air. Daisy, how do we know that this is a cargo aeroplane?
Because there's not very many windows.
There's no windows. And it says cargo. Korean Air cargo.
Very kind.
Daisy,
It
what?
says
Say, what did you say? One more time?
they are very kind because they said it is they wrote that it is cargo airplane.
They wrote that it's cargo. They are kind. They are telling us that it's cargo. Daisy, since we're talking about airplanes, let's look at some where the pilot is sitting. Now this is a small aeroplane, and you can see the room is what do we call the room where the pilot is sitting? It is called a cockpit.
Cockpit.
Now, in this cockpit, you can see there is instruments, many things in front of the pilot, and these instruments are giving information to the pilot. Today, we will look at these 6 big circles in front of us. But first, let's read. Can you read for me? Hero passenger.
Hero passenger lands airplane after her pilot suffers cardiac arrest.
Cardiac arrest is heart attack. Heart attack. So the pilot had a medical emergency, and who landed the plane because the pilot had a medical emergency?
Passenger.
The passenger. So let's have a look at some of these instruments. This first one. What
is there like the like gravity like that?
Gravity. This one it's a good guess, but it's not gravity. This one is the speed.
The speed.
Yeah, okay, good. Speed. We call this air speed.
Air speed.
Okay, next one. What does it look like? What information will the pilot get from number 2? Remember, Daisy, this is not easy. This is what a real pilot is looking at. So right now we are learning about being a pilot. So if you can see,
where are we like facing, like north or south or?
Oh, that's this one. You see, north, east, south, west. So this one, you can see the orange line. That is the aeroplane wings. So the blue is the sky and the brown is the ground. So we can see.
How far are we from the ground?
So we can see if the aeroplane is pointing up or pointing down. If the aeroplane is pointing up, this orange line will move up in the blue. So it will mean the aeroplane is pointing at the sky. What if the orange line moves down, Daisy?
It means it's on the ground.
It means it is pointing down.
It is pointing down.
It's pointing down. Okay, so this is called the pitch. Pitch. What is the pitch? Is it pointing up? Is it pointing down? Number 3, Daisy. 0. It starts at 0 and it goes up 1, 2, 3, 100, 200, 300, 1000, 2000, 3000.
Odometer.
Yes, okay, it's the altimeter. What information is that giving?
Oh.
It is giving how high. How high is the aeroplane? We call that the altitude.
Altitude.
Daisy, number 4. Again, we can see the aeroplane with the wings. And if that aeroplane...
If wing is like pointing left or right.
Good. Okay, so there you can see the L and the R. If it was like this, what does that mean?
It is pointing the left.
It's turning left. Turning
It's
left.
turning left.
And then the other way?
It's turning right.
Turning right. Daisy, we call this, with the aeroplane, we don't say turning, we say banking. So it's banking left, banking right. Number 5. You know this one?
That we are facing north or south or...
So this is the
east.
direction.
Direction.
And then Daisy, the last one is a little bit tricky as well, but I'll give you a hint. Look at the 0. And then if you go up, it is positive. If you go down, it is negative. What can that mean?
Wait.
It's quite tricky. Think about an aeroplane. Here is another hint. Look at this hint. It says they're vertical.
Vertical is this or this? This?
Yeah.
Okay, a vertical.
Oh, it's tricky, Daisy. Let me help you. This one is telling us, is the aeroplane climbing?
Climbing.
Climbing means going up. So the vertical speed, this is called the vertical speed. Is the aeroplane going up? Is it climbing? Or is it going down? Is it descending? Daisy, what's the difference between number 2 and number 6?
Number 6 and number 2? Number 2 is telling us like if it is pointing up or down, but number 6 is telling if the airplane is going up or down.
Perfect, yeah. So just because the aeroplane is pointing up, if the aeroplane is pointing up, doesn't mean it's going up, right? So number 2 will show you it's pointing up, but maybe the aeroplane is moving down. Maybe it's going down. Even it's pointing up, but it's going down. That is a problem. So that's why there's so many different instruments. Daisy, that's the end of today's class. We did a little bit of pilot work today.
I think I can't be a pilot because it's so confusing.
It's confusing because we only saw it one time today. If you see it every day, it actually becomes quite easy. All right, Daisy, enjoy the rest of your week. What are you doing this weekend?
I'll go camping, Halloween camping.
Halloween camping. Maybe you will do some trick-or-treating?
Yes. How did you know?
Well,
like in there like tents, and there's like we will put the like desk, and like we will like prepare the snacks, and like we will do like some like games, and if we win we can get the snacks, and if we lose we can.
That's really that sounds so fun. Okay, I'm going to wait for some photos from that camping trip, the Halloween camping. Daisy, have a wonderful time. I will see you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye, Daisy.